This is ACC Network Baseball. As today, Wake Forest and Notre Dame lift the lids on their conference slates. Good afternoon, everybody. Geoff Arnold joined by the former Major League All-Star in Larry Sorensen. Wake Forest finishing over 500 in non-conference action, and now the expectations for Tom Walter and his team, nothing short of Omaha. In the air to right field and deep. Ludwig is back, and it is gone. Notre Dame takes the lead in the 8th inning on the 3-run homer by Nico Cavadas. In the air to left field, Lanzilli going over, makes the catch. Myers tagging, throw home, in time! What a play by Chris Lanzilli. He makes the catch, loads up, and gets the out at the plate. To center field, back goes Myers. Off his glove, off the bottom of the wall. They send Ludwig around. Throw home by Copeland, not in time. Wake Forest adds a run in the bottom of the 8th. That one gets away towards the Wake Forest dugout. Steele scores. Wake Forest is ahead 5-4 on the wild pitch. 8th pitch. Diving catch made by Jared Miller. Miller keeps this at a 3-run game with a great play. Great play by Michael Ludwig, the Demon Deacons right fielder that might have saved a run.
Well, every memorable game that you see, there are plays that you remember after the fact. Remember this one, because this is a terrific catch on a ball that looked like it was a double and certainly did save the run. So keep that filed away in the back of your head as this game progresses.
Top of the order up for Wake Forest against Connor Junker, who has not allowed any runs so far, but has had issues putting Wake Forest hitters away. His pitch count up to 43. First offering to Turconi is high, ball 1. Seen only 2 combined hits in the game. 1 for each side, and guy who has it for Wake is Turconi. Inside out and foul.
Turconi maybe a little bit more highly recruited and known for his bat at this point right now, but a guy that Wake Forest thinks is going to be a star.
Highly recruited player out of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Blackhawk High School, that is up in the Pittsburgh area.
I don't know, Palmer country up there too, isn't it? Joe Namath country up there too.
Joe Namath and Arnold Palmer from Latrobe.
Latrobe. Big name on campus here at Wake Forest.
That's low. 2-2.
Big statue here at Wake Forest of Arnold Palmer.
Strike 3. Junker puts that one over the inside corner and has his 3rd strikeout.
Hitting for Wake Forest. Number 5.
He sets up inside, delivers inside, really good pitch. You can't hit a spot much better than that, and Turconi backed out. I think he might have known that it did catch a corner, just might have been a different pitch than he was expecting.
1 strikeout in each inning for Junker. Base is Frick, who was the first strikeout victim. Ball 1. Off the end of the bat to center field. Myers comes in and makes the catch. Here's 2 away.
Now batting for Wake Forest. Number 22.
Well, so after laboring a touch pitch-wise, Junker comes back and gets a couple of quick outs. That helps him out.
If he can find a way to get Ludwig he's not in a bad spot going into the fourth inning. Morgan McSweeney, though, super efficient for Wake Forest. 40 pitches through 3 innings of work. On the ground and into center field. 2-out single for Michael Ludwig.
Now batting for Wake Forest.
So it doesn't really extend the pitch count a heck of a lot, but it does force you to go from the stretch. It does force you to throw more pitches, and it forces you to elevate the pressure inside your system as you think about getting the last out of the inning with the cleanup hitter that's got good power and looking for his first home run.
And just his second hit of this series. Bobby Seymour, part of the reason why he came to Wake Forest, because it is 300 down the right field line. Dimensions at David F. Couch Ballpark that can be friendly on not only nice days, but days that are not so nice. Saw 5 home runs in the first game of the series yesterday when first pitch, 38 degrees. There's a strike. At the dimensions of David F. Couch Ballpark, lots of nooks and crannies. You have an incline as you go towards the outfield, something that can be problematic if you're a visiting outfielder and haven't spent much time at the park.
Talked with Chuck Restano about the dimensions of this park, and he said he pointed out to his pitching staff you can't pitch away from it. And he said besides, the guys that they've had here and have here now can hit them out of any park.
2-1. Smacked into center field. Back-to-back singles. And the inning continues for Lanzilli.
Well, and now you've elevated the amount of pressure on yourself even more because you're first and second, even though you've got 2 outs in the right-hander. It's a guy that is one of the most complete all-around players that Wake Forest has in the lineup. So you know that it's a high-leverage situation. You can't let up on anything right here.
Lanzilli takes outside. Since Darrell Arnold was thinking about calling that a strike for a second, and he has to turn over towards the Notre Dame dugout and explain it was outside.
He rocked and rolled for a second, didn't he?
Ludwig at second, good speed. Seymour at first. Strike call to Lanzilli. Just brought the slider back a little.
Yeah, it's 2 pretty good pitches back to back by Junker.
It's been a little elevated in this game with his breaking ball and his fastball, but so far hasn't allowed any runs. Lanzilli, who was a freshman All-American last year, though tries to change that. Top spinning line drive to left. It is down. This scores Ludwig, and it gets past Coetzee. Seymour scores. Lanzilli stops at second base, and Wake Forest a 2-0 lead. So call it a single, 1 RBI for Lanzilli, and then a fielding error which allowed Seymour to score.
Well, the ball was hooking back toward left field as it came off the bat of the right-hander, and Coetzee went over, thought that he was in front of it, stumbled just a little bit right at the last second as he tried to stop as the ball spun back because of the hook action, and it got by him all the way to the wall and cost Notre Dame another run.
Keeps the inning alive for months. Ball 1. So suddenly what appeared to be an easy inning for Junker Tired Turconi and Frick, but now the last three have gotten on board for Wake, who's made it 2-0. Low, ball 2.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that will make a head coach cringe. Ethan Copeland went over on a decoy to second base, and Junker saw him and then delivered to home plate, so the whole right side of the infield was over it. Copeland never got back to his position, and even though he's shading that way, he was out of position.
Strike called over the inside corner.
It's one thing as a pitcher, you always, especially a contact pitcher, you want to make sure that you give your fielders time to get back into their normal fielding position, and if you've got to give up an extra step to the runner, so be it.
Strike 2. Two and 2 against Shane Muntz, two-way player for Wake Forest. Offensively, he's mostly the DH, and then we'll also do some pitching. We have not seen him throw for Wake Forest yet in the series. Hits this one out to shortstop. Miller makes the play at first base. For Wake Forest, some two-out runs. Lanzelli, a single and an error, makes it 2-0 Deeks.